Hi, evil fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. Today we'll talk about Evil Season 4, last season. Episode 12. It's called Fear of the Other. Okay, I was highly confused by this episode. Also, it was not one of my favorite episodes. But whatever, it's still evil. Gotta love it. So, Paul is our case this week. Paul is apparently, okay, let me get it right, possessed by one of his doppelgangers.
Yes.
What? So, okay, he's a doppelganger, and this guy killed himself, and now Paul believes that Greg, the doppelganger, is in him. Now, also, a note of importance is Paul's father was madly in love with Sister Andrea and killed himself. Okay.
So does it turn out that it's actually his dad who is possessing him? Right?
Yeah.
Which that was a little, confusing to me.
That part was confusing.
Yes, because what about the guy who killed himself? Was that guy also possessed by Paul's dad?
Yeah, because how would it all work?
Is the suicide thing what he's recreating and yeah, it was a little convoluted.
And then I kind of went to the science side a little bit because I was like, wait, are people that are possessed? And yeah, I'm sure exorcisms are a thing and they're real. But is it partially because they're possessed by their demons, like losing your father?
Metaphorical demon?
Yeah, some kind of mental breakdown. So then, because when they did the exorcism and he was able to release it, maybe his grief, and he turned into a little boy saying why did you leave me? So then I was like, is possession, you could say that could be maybe the church name for it, but then just the science name for it is
grief.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I really like that because that makes me think about when people do commit suicide and you hear about it as an outsider, people often say, "Oh, you wouldn't have expected it." Oh, they're so happy. So mental health wise, we understand, what we think we understand is that there's something inside, depression or something that, they haven't shared with other people.
Right.
But then a more supernatural explanation could be demons.
They're possessed.
And then that's interesting that demons becomes the metaphor for when you have that unresolved stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of have chills. I think I buy that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I like that.
Yeah? Well, what do you think, because Sister Andrea is feeling some guilt over the death of his father because he was in love with her, but are we supposed to believe, or do you believe that he killed himself because of Sister Andrea? Because he couldn't have her.
That's what I'm thinking. So he went on and got married and had family.
Yes.
Right? But then he still never got over her.
Right.
There's more there. There must be more there. Was she already a nun when that happened? Is there guilt involved with him trying to get her out of the Catholic Church or something? So yeah,
exactly.
Oh, that's interesting too.
The scene that confused me the most involved Sister Andrea. Well, both of them, because there were two, and the one that hit the other Sister Andrea with a shovel, and then she ends up in the confession with David. Well, which one was who, and what happened there? Was she getting rid of her own? I don't understand that one. That one really confused me. So if anybody can help with that, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, because it wasn't her doppelganger, because we never found that's her.
For a second I thought that too.
Okay.
Well, doppelganger. So is there really an app where you can find your doppelganger? Because I know there's this whole technology where you see, for example, a picture and you say, "Oh, I want to know where that is." You can literally Google it, right? Yeah. So do you want to know who your doppelganger is?
No, because apparently, according to Ben's mom, you'll die, and I don't need to risk that. Plus, I don't want to know.
That's okay. I actually get told all the time that you look like my cousin, or you look like my whatever. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Very common face. I think I have a lot of doppelgangers out there. So, let's talk about David's doppelganger that Kristen looked up. So he's some kind of boxer.
Yes, with hair.
Guy with hair. And Kristen likes it. So she fantasizes or has a dream about.
That was a spicy dream, was it not?
Indeed.
And when he reached down and her underwear.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That's all she can do is fantasize about it, right? Because
for now.
And what about Ben's doppelganger? It was like a family man. And he was
I know.
very happy guy.
I felt Ben had some longing there, right? Because his doppelganger is the opposite of him. He seemed relaxed.
Yeah.
And happy and
Because this Ben, his two emotions are only disdain and hunger.
I loved that. And how he said he couldn't be okay, he's got a job offer for $650,000, and then he's got another counter offer for $950,000, and a lot of people would be happy about that. But he's like, why can't I be?
Well, yeah.
Like, what's missing in him?
Why can't he
Kind of sad.
let himself be successful?
Sad. And we like him because we like broken people, don't we?
Oh yeah. Oh, we do. Don't
we're drawn. Like, who wants to watch a show about that other Ben?
That's boring.
That's so boring.
And then Kristen's doppelganger is a singer, and she's Dutch, and Katja Herbers is Dutch. So
just some joyful singing, playing guitar.
She seems happy.
Yeah. Also, no, I don't want to see a show about that girl either.
Don't want to see it. What is wrong with us? Well, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go into the whole courtroom scenes, because this is something else, again, that's very confusing. Okay, well, Kristen's in court. She has really great evidence against Leland, and then she puts on a little show about her mom dying and blah, blah, blah. So then it goes back and forth. Dr. Boggs is there, and first you think that he's doing something to help Leland and the big evil. But then at the end, he's like, no, he's a menace to society, or he's a danger to society.
He has to be locked away.
Yes. Okay, great. Then we have Leslie, who's really going to just, like, drive it home. But then the judge decapitates her?
So he's obviously in on it.
Because everybody's got a price?
I guess so. And so that's also probably why Kristen's evidence is worthless. Because she had all great evidence.
Yeah.
Like, here it is, documentation. But no, the judge is in on it. Or bought out. Yeah.
So then it's dismissed. Just like that. Okay. Anyway. So, the question is, well, first of all, I hate Leland.
Okay. We have 2 episodes left?
Yeah.
And there's no way it can end with him just getting out scot-free. Or the big bad that came.
Yeah.
They're just gonna ruin the world or whatever their plan is. No. Not acceptable ending. I mean, I'm not saying good has to triumph, or who's good anyways. I'm not saying our team has to win outright, but it just can't be Leland winning outright either. There has to be some more complicated, nuanced conclusion to this story.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Is it going to be like something where good and evil coexist in some new way?
Ooh.
Like, science isn't going to win over religion or all that. Like,
right.
Nothing's going to clear cut win. But what's going to be like the new norm or the new society?
That's a really good question.
Right? Because what do you want? Do you know what you want?
No.
I don't either. But I just know that it cannot be Leland. Yeah.
So we have Andy getting $80,000 from the billionaire climber.
And it was supposed to be Kristen getting $800,000.
Yeah.
And are we going to hear back from Ellie, who could be Laura? So we were saying no. Okay, so it was not. And now viewers, you guys are giving comments saying like, it actually could be. And I think so. Because she knew things that I don't think we understand where she would know them from unless she really is from the future. I don't know. I think that it's plausible that she's from the future now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that she really is Laura from the future.
This is all getting very confusing.
It is. I know. We only have 2 episodes left to get the answers.
Yeah. Come on, man. Also, Kristen's going to start her own practice with the help of Dr. Boggs' patients.
Yes, because Dr. Boggs is going on a tour. He's going to be like a book guy.
Yes, and
the famous author.
Yes, and the church was sold.
So, David, I don't know. I think he's going to have to give up. Because I feel like he's having doubts now, right?
Yeah.
He's going to leave.
So then he can be with Kristen.
Like Ellie said.
In 6 months, she said.
Yeah, there's time.
Oh, gosh. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Two episodes left. So let us know what you think. Hey, make some predictions for us. Comment below, and then we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.